According to our best estimates, there are 100 billion galaxies in our observable universe. 100 billion. Just let that sink in for a second. Our sun is just one solar system in one galaxy. Again, of 100 billion that we can see. While we may not have found life yet, I for one feel like statistically speaking, it is out there. So, what would happen if we found an intergalactic species? What would we have to say? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today we're asking, what if we contacted an alien civilization? Is it time for my alien song? Perhaps not yet. Do stick around to the end of the video though, and I'll give you a round or two. Before we get into the intergalactic fest that is this video, I want to ask you guys what your first words to an alien race would be. Mine would be, hello friends, are you well? Let me know your answers in the comments section down below, and please do leave a thumbs up. Thumbs up for aliens. Woo! Earth is, so far as we are certain, the only planet with observable life. The thing is though, we haven't really observed many other planets. The planet that we know best aside from ours is Mars, our literal next door neighbor, and we have already found that the surface would likely have been able to house microorganisms billions of years ago. Mars is on the outer edge of the habitable zone. Habitable zones can be identified in all solar systems. They're often referred to as the Goldilocks zone, where conditions are just right to house life, as we know it anyway. This means temperatures are not too hot or not too cold, and there is a likelihood of surface water. The nearest planet that looks to be in a perfect habitable zone is Gliese 667cc. Catchy. It's 23 light years away in the constellation of Scorpius. The thing is though, even if we travelled on the Space Shuttle Discovery, it would take us approximately 855,000 years to reach them. So unless we had constantly manned ship capable of supporting life for nearly a million years, it doesn't seem like it could happen. The same goes for other exoplanets like Earth that we've found. We found 16 in the conservative habitable zone and 30 or so in the optimistic habitable zone. Again, this is just what we can see. The closest Earth-like planet to us is 4.22 light years away. It's called Proxima Centauri b. It's a planet around 1.3 times the size of the Earth with an 11-day long year. Now it would take us just 156,240 years to travel the 25 trillion miles to get there, and who knows what we would find. So you're starting to see the issue. While the universe may be massive, we be tiny. The main thing stopping us from making contact with other civilizations is space, time, and technology. While we have made the great feat of leaving planet Earth, we really haven't gone far in the grand scheme of things. This is where I would like to talk to you about something called the Great Filter and the Fermi Paradox. To put things into super simple terms, the theory goes that either Earth could be the first in the intelligent life party, or the last. There are stars billions of years older than our sun that could have housed life long before we did, so there should be civilizations more advanced than ours that should have visited us already if they were looking for other life, but they haven't. Are we alone? The theory is pretty intense, but it kind of suggests that civilizations may have a tendency to destroy themselves with things like war or perhaps even sickness before they're able to develop beyond a certain intelligence. The marker for superintelligence is called the Great Filter. We either pass it or we don't. It is possible, with world tensions, that we destroy meaningful life on Earth before we're capable of travelling faster than the speed of light to study the rest of the universe, in which case we will never make contact with another civilization, although perhaps we have already. In 1977, humans made their first attempt of alien contact when they sent the Voyager Golden Record into space on the Voyager spacecraft. As of yet, we haven't received a reply, although it is estimated to reach our nearest star in 40,000 years or so we may be waiting a while. So, what did we have to say? What was on the record? Images and miscellaneous sounds from Earth, that's what. The sounds were things like kids talking, which to me is always kind of a little bit creepy. Also, a message from the Queen of the United Kingdom, the sounds of thunder, whales and birds, which again, if you didn't know what they were, could sound super eerie and maybe even threatening to another civilization. We also included a lot of music from Earth from composers like Mozart and Beethoven, and drawings of a naked woman and man. Hopefully, if aliens do ever receive the messages, they'll be hipster aliens with vinyl players so they can actually hear what we're saying. If not, yay, big frisbee. It is possible that aliens may have tried to contact us in the past too. Aside from the notorious alien sightings and broadcast interruption hoaxes, there is a very compelling piece of evidence out there that alien life may have contacted us, or at least been heard in some way. Let me draw your attention to the WOW signal. Received in the same year that humans sent out the golden record, the Big Ear radio telescope of Ohio State University detected something very strange indeed. An intense radio signal came from the Sagittarius constellation, which is about 5,000 light years away. The surprising sound lasted for 72 seconds and then was never heard of again. Astronomer Jerry R. Eman noted the anomaly and was so taken aback with what he heard that he simply wrote WOW in his notes, which is how it came to be known as the WOW signal. Many scientists agreed that it sounded like it could be of extraterrestrial origin. If aliens from another civilization were trying to contact us though, it is likely they would be long dead by now. From the area of the space the signal was coming from, it would have taken thousands upon thousands of years to reach us. But let's suspend our disbelief for just 1 second. Let's say our golden record was picked up by aliens time traveling in space. What if they then decided to visit Earth and meet the whales on the record for themselves, or demand an audience with the Queen of England? If that's the case, let's hope they come sooner rather than later to avoid disappointment on their behalf. She is getting pretty old. The thing is though, has anyone seen the movie Arrival? Because I actually think it kind of portrays the likelihood very well. There is absolutely no way that humans and aliens will speak the same language. Speaking with an alien would be absolutely categorically mind-blowing. They will not be like us, there is no way. Humans are the product of millions of years of evolution and thousands of years of social evolution. We are shaped by our experiences and surroundings, and you bet that those experiences and surroundings will not have been shared by alien life. While it would be a headline global news grabbing day on planet Earth, our reaction could go a multitude of ways, and it may not all be good. Speaking with aliens may bring planet Earth together, with countries united by a more important title: human beings. We may get along with aliens, they may be super funny, they may be cracking a few intergalactic jokes like, how do you know when a moon has finished its dinner? It's full! Lol. Aliens, you so funny. We may even be able to learn some amazing secrets about the universe, gain new technologies and live better lives. Maybe aliens would drag us from a veritable dark age. But think on this. What if we didn't like what we heard from another civilization? Remember what happened when humans started meeting other humans for the first time? As the late great king of all things Stephen Hawking once said, if aliens visit us, the outcome would be much as when Columbus landed in America, which didn't turn out well for the Native Americans. We only have to look at ourselves to see how intelligent life might develop into something we wouldn't want to meet. Yikes. So, what do you guys think would happen if we contacted an alien civilization? The day first contact is made will be monumental and historic and will change life as we know it forever. But I have a feeling, considering the sheer distance of space and time, it is sadly a long way off. And also, think on this. Aliens, are they going to be wanting to chat to humans? Maybe they would rather converse with killer whales or the ducks. What if they wanted to speak with dogs or bees? The likelihood of us being able to understand them is just as likely as aliens holding court with orangutans. Maybe rhinos have had enough and they'll get aliens on their side. Really, what I'm trying to say to end this video is that the possibilities are mind-boggling and endless. Okay, that really is about enough of that. I would absolutely love to hear what you think. Do also let me know what you would say to an alien on first meeting. Now before I go, I'm just going to read some comments from the video we did called What If the Sun Moved Closer to Earth? To cut a long story short, fiery death. This is what you had to say. Jedi Master Yoda was coming in with the comments and they said, I would call the sun Babatunde. I like it, Babatunde. The Gaming Geek said that they would call the sun Sharon. Hi there Sharon, thanks for popping out. OK But said, what? Am I just realizing that the narrator of this video is the same person as the presenter in Most Amazing Top 10? Shh, don't tell everybody. Or maybe do, whatever you want. My voice is everywhere. In your brain. Maybe this is being broadcasted to aliens as we speak. If so, hello, how are you? Thank you guys once again for watching this video. Do leave a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Also, don't forget to comment. I am your host, Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video. But until then, please do stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.